It is 2:13 in the morning. You're staring at a name in your contacts, your thumb hovering over the screen. You want to reach out, but the fear of a non-reply stops you. You lock the phone, and the silence that follows is loud. Gen Z is often called the most connected generation in history. We have unlimited internet, constant group chats, and a library of dating apps. Yet a quiet epidemic of loneliness is affecting almost everyone. While this late-night isolation feels like a personal failure, it is a shared reality. You feel like you're the only one, but this silence has been engineered into our daily lives. Look at Arjun. He is 22, a typical college student. His digital life looks successful: 1,500 Instagram followers, hundreds of WhatsApp contacts, and a constant stream of memes. But the metrics are misleading. When Arjun closes his apps, he realizes that being digitally active is not the same as being heard. He has 1,000 followers, but no one to talk to when the room goes quiet. He tries to fix this by downloading a dating app. He finds a match, and they talk for 3 days straight. For a moment, it feels like a real connection is forming. Then, without warning, the replies stop. Total silence. He waits for a notification that never comes. That left on red status creates a vacuum of self-doubt. He starts to believe he is the problem, unaware that he's just stepped into a much larger trap. This isn't just a bad date, it's the trigger for a self-perpetuating cycle. Arjun's reaction to being ghosted kicks off a psychological mechanism designed to keep him isolated. It starts with the hurt of rejection. To protect himself, Arjun pulls back into a detached attitude. But that distance creates isolation. That isolation feeds the loneliness he was trying to escape, completing the cycle. The trap is that Arjun starts to mistake this emotional numbness for strength. He thinks he is becoming independent, when in reality, he is just becoming unreachable. This internal loop doesn't happen in a vacuum. It is triggered by the very way our digital world is built. Consider the illusion of options. Swiping mechanics teach our brains that humans are disposable. If a conversation gets difficult, we assume the next person will be easier, so we toss current connections into the trash. We have also normalized ghosting. Ignoring a human being has become so common that we've lost our baseline empathy. We stop seeing the person on the other side of the screen as a real individual with feelings. Then there is social media comparison. We see curated highlights of traveling couples and laughing friends and assume we are uniquely alone. We compare our behind-the-scenes struggles to everyone else's highlight reels. Finally, we suffer from emotional illiteracy. We are taught how to code or do calculus, but no one teaches us how to handle rejection or express vulnerability without feeling ashamed. When you combine these factors, the result is clear. Gen Z's loneliness is the engineered outcome of a system that prioritizes the speed of a swipe over the depth of a conversation. Because the system is built this way, you have to be deliberate to survive it. You have to trade digital numbness for the discomfort of real belonging. This starts with choosing depth. Instead of maintaining 50 shallow chats, you commit to genuinely knowing one person. It requires focus and the willingness to stay when things get boring. It also requires moving back into the physical world. Real-world communities offer the kind of presence and accountability that a screen can never replicate. In this space, rejection must be reframed. Hearing no is often a reflection of the other person's mental state or life circumstances, rather than a verdict on your value as a person. This path is paved with awkward honesty. Telling someone how you actually feel is terrifying, but it is the only way to build a connection that isn't superficial. Finally, you have to divorce your self-worth from the highlight reels. You must stop comparing your messy, real-time life to the filtered images on your feed. Each of these choices acts as a wedge that shatters the cycle of isolation, allowing you to breathe outside of the loop. Arjun eventually decides to take that risk. He puts down the phone and makes the conscious effort to meet someone in person, without a screen safety net. He finds a slow, imperfect, and genuine friendship. It isn't a perfect movie ending, but it is real. If you feel isolated right now, remember that your story isn't over. you have the power to step out of the digital vacuum and into the real world. You might feel like you're alone in that dark room at 2 a.m., but millions of people are standing in that same quiet room with you. You are part of a shared experience, and that is where your connection begins.